Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. There's no excuse for my behavior, but I want to explain it to you now that I have more insight. Well, there are no excuses at all for your person's behaviors, only choices. They chose to act the way that they did, but they chose to act the way that they did because they didn't want to be accountable and responsible to this relationship, to you, or to themselves. However, they have gained insight. They have a better understanding of themselves and of their behaviors now. And they can see and understand where they brought so much toxic and dysfunctional behaviors and perhaps habits into this relationship. And they can see where they hurt you. They see where they broke your heart. They see where they perhaps emotionally devastated you as well, bringing trauma, chaos, confusion, drama into this relationship, wishing they hadn't done that, but they are acknowledging that they can see and understand why they did this. And they want to explain it to you so that you have your own clarity, so that you can have your own insight. They know that they made excuses to themselves by lying to you and lying to themselves as well about their feelings for you, denying the feelings, and then they started running. They started not responding to your communication. They're ghosting you. They are shut down. They are in no contact with you, and they see and understand all of this now so much better than they did when the two of you were spending time together because they've had a massive wake-up call. That's what this says. I am going to be accountable and responsible to this relationship and to you and to myself, but also to the universe, because I understand now that our connection is a deep spiritual connection, and I shouldn't have abandoned you or our love. I shouldn't have run. I shouldn't have ghosted. I should have stuck all of this out and worked through my issues, but I couldn't when we were together. And that is why I ran. That is why I have been in this place of no contact. But I want to come back and explain all of this to you now because I understand myself so much better. And I know why I did these things. No more excuses. I will make better decisions moving forward. I have abandonment issues, so I leave before someone leaves me. Now, this may not apply to everyone watching the reading, but I do feel for many of you out there, perhaps, your person did have abandonment issues, and they were afraid that you were going to leave them. They were afraid that you were going to abandon them, that you were going to run away from them. And that is why they brought this self-sabotaging behavior into this relationship, allowing their fears and insecurities to get the best of them, listening to all of that stuff yapping away in that soundtrack that has constantly been playing in this person's mind for a very long time, that everyone will abandon them, that everyone will leave them. So rather than experience the pain and hurt from that again, they're going to pull the plug and they will run first. Now, as I mentioned, this will not apply to everyone watching the reading today, but I do feel that for many of you, your person has had abandonment issues and they have been working on this because they see it. They know it. They have that insight and that clarity to be able to acknowledge that they needed to work on this. And this is something they have been working on during the time you've been away from each other. I ran because I wasn't emotionally mature. Well, yes, your person comes back to what we said earlier. They didn't want to be accountable and responsible to this relationship. They knew that when they met you that they were going to have to grow up, that their life was going to change in a very significant way, and that they were going to have to leave all of their issues, their fears, their insecurities that they have used as excuses in the past in many areas of their lives, perhaps, to not be accountable. And your person did not have the emotional maturity in the past to be able to sustain and maintain this connection. They knew that their life was going to change significantly when the two of you met. They knew that they were going to have to grow up. They knew that they were going to have to put on their big person pants and keep wearing them so that they could be accountable and responsible to you, to this connection, to the powers that be, to the divine, to God, to the universe, but also to themselves. And perhaps your person was stuck in this victim mentality, allowing them to make all the excuses for their low vibration words, actions, and behaviors, for bringing their toxic and dysfunctional mess into this relationship. And if this is all your person has ever known when it comes to partners, toxic and dysfunctional relationships, and that's not just about the relationships with romantic people or romantic partners, but also perhaps toxic and dysfunctional relationships in the past with family, with their parents, with other members of the family, or perhaps even their friends, or perhaps even their work environment. And when you are lugging all of that around, you are going to constantly bring it into every new relationship that you have. And this is perhaps what your person did because they are not emotionally mature. Well, they are growing up. They are putting on their big person pants, and they are going to leave them on because they see and understand that their behavior caused so much damage, caused so much chaos in their life, but also in yours. And I do feel that this is something that they do have a lot of regret for. But during this time they have been away from you, in being able to gain more insight, to understand that there are abandonment issues and other fears and insecurities and perhaps old emotional baggage and wounds that they need to release, allowing them to see that because they were emotionally immature in the past, that all of these things had to be gone. And this is what they can clearly see, and this is what they have been working on during the time they have been away from you, because they want to come back and they want to give this relationship, for the two of you, a chance to have a fresh start. I have deep regret. Well, there's a lot of regret here, let me tell you. And there's remorse as well, and guilt, and owe you an apology. And this person does want to apologize. The apology that you get from this person is going to be a very sincere one. And they will list to you all of the excuses they made to you and why they made those excuses. They will list all of their actions and behaviors that were so hurtful to you, because in hindsight, they are able to see all of this. They've been spending a lot of time doing inner work, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of trying to gain a better understanding of themselves, to be able to identify and isolate these issues, and not just abandonment issues, but there are other issues as well that have constantly been playing over and over and over in their head, because it is time to let all of that go. We hold on to those things when we want to make excuses for our behaviors. We hold on to those things when we want to stay in that victim mentality. But it is time to make better choices. And that is what is coming through today in this message from Spirit, from the universe. It is time for this person to make better choices. And this is going to be their approach with you as they come back. But they do feel regret, remorse. They feel guilty for hurting you, but it also hurt themselves, and they are carrying that heavy weight of this guilt and regret with them all the time. But it has been a powerful eye-opener for this person that's allowed them to gain this insight, to gain this understanding of themselves, of their words, actions, and behaviors, and other things perhaps that were so hurtful to you and to this connection. But we're going to use some tarot cards now and see what else is coming through for this message. What do we need to hear about this person and this connection, please? Well, this is the Page of Cups. Well, nothing says apology like the Page of Cups. Nothing says emotional immaturity like the Page of Cups either. That's an interesting card to get right now, guys. Confirmation from the universe, confirmation from the divine that your person is going to apologize for being emotionally immature, wanting to show you as well that they are growing up, that they are attaining that emotional stability and maturity that they need to return to apologize to you. The Page of Cups is also a message of love. It tells us communication is coming from your person. So I do feel that this apology is forthcoming from them, as well as this explanation, now that they have more insight, because they want to give you your own understanding about why they acted the way that they did. And they will be truthful. They will be real because they have grown up and they want to be truthful, honest, and real with you and come at you with a place, or from a place rather, of integrity, because they want you to see that they've changed, that they have evolved, and that they are now ready to take on this relationship and make better choices and decisions for this connection that the two of you share moving forward. The Page of Cups is a water sign. So that is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But you don't have to be any of the signs that I call out for this reading. This reading is for everyone. It's more important that we consider how this card relates to the overall message and the other cards that are going to be coming through for this message from the universe today. But we are going to move on and see what else we need to know about this person and what's going on here. Well, this is the Page of Wands. Interesting combination of cards. Messages. There's definitely messages coming from your person with these two cards showing up, because pages deliver messages. But the Page of Wands is also about your person missing you. It's about them wanting to have more adventures, wanting to have more experiences with you, wanting to create more memories with you, memories that last a lifetime, actually, is what I'm hearing. But with the Page of Wands, they are so very attracted to you, and it is beyond this physical attraction, although there's a lot of passion that they feel for you. So yes, the physical attraction is definitely part of this, but it is the attraction to who you are within yourself. It is about how loving, kind, and considerate you are. It is about how exciting you're to be around. It's about how you make them laugh. It's about the great communication that you have with one another. It is about the essence of you, actually, your passionate nature as well. They see you as someone who is a free spirit. They see you as someone who is open to having new experiences and trying new things and doing new things, trying new restaurants, perhaps a specific kind of food that you've never eaten before, because you're open to having these new experiences. Page of Wands is a fire sign. That is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But again, it's more important that we consider how these cards relate to the rest of the message that the universe is sharing with the collective today. But communication coming from your person with these two cards being present. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? The Two of Pentacles. Well, the Two of Pentacles is about change. And interestingly enough, the Two of Pentacles is also about a turnaround in this situation. And because your person has more than likely been running from you and from this connection, I feel that this is about them turning around and making their way back to you, especially because communication is coming from them. But the Two of Pentacles is also about balance. It is about harmony. It is about equal give and take, and your person wanting to give back to you so much more than they have in the past. You will see them do what is necessary to show you that they are willing to contribute equally, if not more, to this partnership moving forward, because the Two of Pentacles is also a card of partnership. But change is what I'm hearing today, a turnaround, things being different, your person being different as well, your person finding that balance within themselves, that peace, tranquility, and harmony that they have perhaps really needed. Because if they have been living in this place of fear, how can they be peaceful and tranquil? They can't. If they have been listening to their abandonment issues, their fears, their insecurities, listening to or feeling that old emotional baggage that they've been dragging around with them for God knows how long, there can truly be no peace and tranquility in their life. But this Two of Pentacles is about creating that change so that they can be in that space of balance. And that in and of itself will bring more balance to this connection for you and your person as well. But change, this is about them turning around, stopping running, turning around, and coming back towards you. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? The Moon. Well, the Moon. I feel your person is rather melancholy without you. They're missing you. They're longing for you with the Moon showing up. They are dreaming about you as well. But it's interesting because the Moon is also a card of illusions. The Moon is all about your person being able to see and identify those things within them that have been illusions, that have caused them to act and behave in these ways that have been so very hurtful to you and to this relationship. blasting through these illusions, getting through their abandonment issues and whatever other issues they have, getting through their victim mentality, no longer listening to their excuses. And this is about your person wanting to do what is necessary to show back up for you and be the partner that you need them to be, who is always going to be dedicated and determined to building a better relationship with you. And they're going to do the work as well because they want to bring balance to this relationship. Because when this relationship is flowing really well between the two of you, it flows really well between the two of you. And they allowed their stuff to get in the way, their emotional immaturity, their unwillingness to grow up before, but they have missed you so much. And that's what this moon is about. It's a melancholy. It's a sadness as well. They've missed you, and that has awakened them to the fact that they have needed to address these issues and get past them once and for all, whatever this person's issues are. No longer making excuses, but being honest, real, and authentic, because the next card we have is the Queen of Swords, which is about honesty and integrity and speaking the truth, and your person showing up with the truth. Their apology will be very sincere and it will be very real, because this is about your person returning to explain everything to you, because as well your person has gained much greater insight during the time that you have been away from each other. The Queen of Swords is an air sign, so that is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We also have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, well, your person has definitely gained emotional maturity during the time you've been away from each other. No more running, no more ghosting, no more denying this connection. Just your person being open with you about how they feel about you, being emotionally expressive, backing that up with gifts, backing that up with actions, gestures of love and affection, being emotionally vulnerable, being emotionally intimate with you as well, letting you in on everything that they've ever been through in their life. And not only in the past, but what's going on presently and in the future as well. They will be open with you. They will let down their guard and they will open their heart and they will let you in, because they can see that by hiding this stuff from you, it brought damage to this connection and it hurt you. And you were perhaps trying to encourage them to open up, but they weren't willing to do it because they were fearful. They were afraid that you would judge them. They were afraid that you would leave them. They were afraid that you wouldn't like them anymore, so they wore a mask and pretended that they were someone else. They want to return and be real and authentic, and that is the combination of the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. Being real, sharing everything with you, being vulnerable, sharing everything that they have ever gone through and experienced in their life that caused them to hold on to this victimhood, that caused them to make all these excuses, that caused them to have all of these issues that have made them feel and believe that perhaps they were not lovable, they were not worthy, and that they didn't deserve you or this relationship. Your person showing up very different. This is the card of wisdom, emotional maturity, and stability. Your person returning all grown up as they make their way towards you. The King of Cups is a water sign, so like the page, it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then we do have the Lovers as the last card coming from the bottom. Now, the Lovers is about a union of hearts and a union of souls. So this could tell us that you and your person are soulmates. But the Lovers is ruled by Gemini, which means the twins. So perhaps you are twin flames. Regardless of this connection with your person, there is a spiritual counterpart connection here that has always been trying to move to this place of divine union, because ultimately that is what the Lovers is about. First of all, it's about reconciliation. It's about getting back together. It is about your person being so very attracted to you on every single level that is imaginable: spiritual, emotional, physical for sure, but mental as well, because they miss your conversations and they miss your laughter. Your person returning to you a very different person. Your person making the right decisions, making the right choices, because the Lovers is also about a decision for love. And your person wanting to make this decision for love to return to you and be emotionally expressive, be emotionally intimate. And even though that Page of Wands is about passion, and there is a great passion here between you and this person, especially with the Lovers being here as well. They also want to experience this true emotional intimacy with you, which makes, well, it makes the physical intimacy all the better when you are connecting on every level. When you have spiritual intimacy, emotional intimacy, and physical intimacy with someone, that kind of, well, for lack of a better word, passion is off the chart. And it is so very different. And it will be so very different with your person as they return, because they have been addressing these things within them that have been holding them back, that have caused them to run, that have caused them to deny this connection and run away, because they want to turn around. That's that Two of Pentacles. They want to turn around and come back to you. Fear, darkness, hesitation, insecurity. And this also says, know that you are protected. Now, I actually believe that this is about your person's fears. And that is as well what we have been talking about that have caused them to run, whatever those fears are, causing them to hesitate in being able to embrace this connection with you in the past. But they have been working through this. They have been releasing all of these fears and these issues and these illusions because they can see them now. The moon has shone the light on those things so that they can get rid of them and no longer negatively impact their life or impact this relationship ever again. But your person wants to come back and they want to show you and tell you about these fears and how it controlled them. They were afraid to tell you in the past because they were afraid that you would judge them or abandon them. But remember, King of Cups, it's about full disclosure. This is about your person wanting to share everything with you. And this is the difference that you will see in them as they come back to you. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What is coming through? Forgive. Tranquility, peace of mind, tranquility, peaceful mind and heart, freedom from the past. Well, yes, your person is also having to forgive themselves, actually, is what I'm hearing with this. And we did talk about this tranquility and peace and harmony and balance being restored to your person. They have to forgive themselves in order to do that. And we talked about that with the Two of Pentacles. But I do feel that they are forgiving themselves as best they can. They're not going to be able to truly forgive themselves until you forgive them. If you are willing to forgive them, and that is something that only you guys watching this reading can decide. But I feel you are actually watching this reading today because you are willing to forgive them, because you have this unconditional love and understanding for them. Even though they hurt you, even though they created a lot of havoc in your life, even though they brought all of their drama, their trauma, and their chaos and dysfunctional behaviors and habits into this connection, you are still willing to forgive them because you can see and understand that they are, or they have been, rather, a broken soul. Because this person that's returning to you is going to be whole in terms of being able to heal the things that have caused them to be broken. They want completeness with you. That is what the Lovers is about. And you will be whole and complete together as a couple, of course. But they want forgiveness from you so that they can fully forgive themselves. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Denial. Did your person deny their feelings for you? Repressed emotions, rejection, unable to see below the surface. Well, with that moon card being here, blasting through those illusions, your person definitely sees below the surface now. They see and understand that denying this love, that denying this connection, saying they didn't care about you, saying it was one-sided, saying it was all in your head, or that these kind of connections don't exist, that it's just make-believe or fairy tales, whatever your person said to you, and it's probably different for all of you out there, but denying this connection caused them to run because that was an excuse. It was a lie. And what are lies but excuses? Your person can't make excuses anymore because they want to make better decisions. And they want to make better decisions concerning you in this relationship. So they're going to return and tell you why they denied their feelings for you, why they denied the love that they have for you, so that you will have your own insight and your clarity and your understanding about why this person shut down on you, about why they ran, about why they are continuing to be silent, about why they have been ghosting you, about why they haven't responded to you. They probably haven't responded to many text messages that you sent or phone calls because you probably tried to repair this relationship yourselves when your person disappeared on you. But they weren't ready. They have been getting ready though, because that is the energy that we have for this reading today, because they want to return with emotional maturity. Runner, escape from emotion and confusion. On the run. Well, your person has been on the run. And you guys probably know that as well. Although I don't really know how you can run in those kind of deck shoe things right there. Better running shoes were probably needed. That was a bit of a joke, guys, to try to lighten the energy, because I know you're all suffering with your person running from you. And it's not a nice experience for you to have to go through. And I am so sorry that you are going through this. But your runner person has had a massive wake-up call, and they know that they can't keep running. They know that it's time to turn around, which is what we already talked about with that Two of Pentacles, and that came through really clear today, that they want to turn around and come back to you because they're tired of denying their feelings. They're tired of listening to their fears. They want forgiveness. And they are tired of running. It is time for this person to turn around and come back and open their heart and their soul to you, so the two of you can build a much stronger, much more powerful relationship that comes with that Lover's card. Honesty, truth. Well, yes, the Queen of Swords is all about truth, and your person returning to speak the truth to you. Your person is going to be very real. They're going to be very honest. They are going to be very raw. And you will see them possibly as well break down in your presence as they present this apology, because I feel that they're going to be very emotional, because that is the extent of their regret and their remorse and their guilt. And they need to be honest with you. They need to share everything with you. And this is what they'll do moving forward. Whole. Inner growth. Well, yes, your person has been going through a significant period here of inner growth, because that is what has been causing them to transform and change, to have their epiphanies, to gain this insight, to have this greater understanding and awareness of themselves, which is truly what needs to happen for this person. And they have been doing it at their own speed, and I know for some of you, they're probably taking a very long time, but these kind of changes, releasing these kind of fears and issues that you have been carrying with you for a very long time, can take a while to heal that stuff and to let it go. Change. Change is coming. We talked about that with that Two of Pentacles. Change and transition, not only in your person, but in this connection as well, because your person is growing, changing, and evolving, and they are finding their tranquility, their balance and harmony within themselves, so that they can return to you, so the two of you can reconcile, so you can have this opportunity to build this better relationship that has the opportunity to go to the place of sacred union that comes with the runners. Your person ran from you and from this connection, for many of you watching this reading, and they have been continuing to run because they are silent. It is not because they are not attracted to you, because that is evident with the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Lovers. They are definitely attracted to you. All of the reasons that your person ran is because they were emotionally immature and they needed to grow up. They were holding on to old emotional wounds, which is a symptom of emotional immaturity, right? Yes, it is. They know that they owe you an apology. They are feeling really crappy, carrying this weight, this guilt, and this remorse around with them all the time. And they want to return and apologize. They want to explain things to you now that they have more insight. And they will reveal to you all of these issues, all of these fears, these insecurities that they have kept hidden from you, because this is about them returning and being real and honest and authentic with you. But also with this King of Cups and Lovers combination, this is about them returning and opening their heart to you and being expressive, being emotionally intimate, being emotionally transparent and vulnerable as well, because your person wants to give this connection with you another chance if you are willing to forgive them and allow them back into your life. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.